Is Paula Rowe, and this is Global Unified Breathing, and welcome to the show today. The name of this show is Let's Breathe In Soul Sourcing Your I Am Presence. So, how this all came about was through the 21st of December solstice. In meditation and through breath work, I was receiving some really interesting energy and, for lack of any other word, downloads that I started to question what they were really all about. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story today. And first, I think it's really important for us to be aware that global unified breathing is all about your breath. And as you know, if you're first time joining me today, your breath is a direct connection to source, God, love, all that is, all that you are, always have been, and always will be. Whether you know it or not, it doesn't matter. But in our breath, through our exhale and our inhale, we're constantly bringing in energy direct from the creation, from the God particle that we have come from. And when we come here, we have a soul. And what happens with our soul is a combination, accumulation of all the lifetimes that we have ever existed. And if you look at pictures of the I am presence, the light around, there are several layers of light coming out from the I am presence, which is the energy that has the ability to stand directly in the presence of God. The soul is being the effect of all the lifetimes where we're trying to be in the mastery of that lifetime. And in those 7 layers of light coming out from the I am presence is the accumulation of all the good works that you have always done. So what I was seeing is that in the beginning, with the atom of being, the cause out of which the effect proceeds, the cause is I am that I am. This is the essence, the closest that we are aware of in our bodies, that we are coming and in a connection with Source. That's why I've spent a lot of years doing the I am statements and saying the invocation, adorations, and decrees, because the mighty I am presence is that part of us that we want to be able to tap into and remember. When we remember this part of ourselves, we are allowing that energy, that perfection, to come into the body. The soul is always looking to get it right, get it better. But when we allow the I am presence to source with the soul, it pours this energy of perfection into us. So I'm going to explain to you that when we recognize that our breath is the rhythm of the universe, there is an impulse, it is perfection, and it comes from God. This rhythm of the universe comes in through the I am presence, and sources our soul. And when that happens, it can be, namaste, Yvonne, it can be an awareness that you are in direct connection with your highest perfection. You can source that, and you can also ask it to reveal to you, especially right now in the way our worlds are, our universes that we are creating. What is it that I need to course correct? What is it that I need to course correct? The I am is sourcing this energy into the soul. The soul is always looking to do better. That's what it's all about in this lifetime. It's being concerned with how to do that. And even if you're not aware of how that's all happening, it doesn't really matter. So, the portion of the self that translates into the soul, the perfection of the I am that I am, is being as real enough to be able to make it possible. Remember, the I am presence is the holy presence that can stand in the presence of the great I am, the God presence. This is the only part of us. The soul is in evolution. So this separation that we have from the I am that I am is the only thing that separates us is human consciousness. That means that we need to upgrade our human consciousness, right? So the ways that we do that is, of course, through breath work, because it opens up the pathways to receive the energy from the I am presence sourcing into the soul. So when I was seeing this, it was kind of like a liberation, a freeing, a sovereignty. It was like standing in divine neutrality. And out of that birthing, in tandem with the soul and the I am presence, we receive the impulse of the universe. When we receive the impulse of the universe, we are in divine creation mode. We are truly there right now. So our manifestation, our creation seed is active. Be aware of what you're pulling in, and especially what you're giving out. Course correct yourself if you need to at all times. So the statement that came was, I am now the free soul infused with the mighty I am presence. I am now the free soul infused with the mighty I am presence. One more time. I am now the free soul infused with the mighty I am presence. The authenticity through the breath that happens in that moment when this becomes a truth is no longer held within the body and the soul. The soul is like, Yahoo! No longer have any opposition to your own true infinite worth. Know this and remember. No longer have any opposition to your own true infinite worth. Know this and remember. Now, can you just imagine having no opposition to the infinite worth that I am and that you are? So today, we're going to slowly move into a natural rhythm of the impulse of who and what you really are. Infinite worth. Once we feel this within our bodies and we're breathing this into, and the soul is sourcing this through the mighty I Am presence, it was when I was so aware that there was a major shift going on, and it was like just a breath of relief, a breath of forgiveness, a breath of release, releasing all opposition to the true infinite worth. Know this and remember. It's a very profound statement, to remember your true infinite worth. So what I'd like you to do now is envision, and with your eyes closed, just listen to the sound of my voice and bring your attention to the breath that you breathe, moving naturally with no particular rhythm or count, just how you're breathing. Just no particular rhythm, naturally how you breathe. Bringing your awareness into the now present moment of your infinite worth through the breath. And I would ask, if you can, just be breathing through your nose, inhale and exhale. This will be a great stress reduction right now, a great immune booster, letting everything go. Focusing just on the inhale and the exhale, moving in and out. Remembering the infinite worth coming from the mighty I Am presence, the soul sourcing this energy, allowing, keep breathing nice and easy, nice and gentle. No particular count. And as you focus, see in your mind's eye the light that expands and is expanding around you, dissolving every particle of any discordant thought, light, or energy in your field. Breathing nice and gentle, nice and easy. Stay in your body. Just breathe naturally. In this moment now, bring your awareness of your breath into the heart space, Breathing in to the heart, breathing out through the heart. Relax, no thought. Just empty yourself. Let go. Let go. Just let go. And let your heart, let the light that's coming in from your I am presence, sitting in the seat of the soul, crack open the heart. See the light just blasting out of your heart, opening to love, opening to joy. And just stay with it. Just breathe naturally and listen to the sound of my voice. Opening to the all-knowing intelligence that streams in through the breath being breathed from the mighty I am presence, moving beyond. And when you breathe into this love, becoming this love, remembering this love, casting it out of your heart into all the energy around you. The more you breathe love in and the more you breathe love out, the more untouchable to any energy, any discordant energy. So be aware of your breath, all-knowing and intelligent. You are immune at this moment. You are free through the breath of God. This divine energy, keep breathing. Just keep your eyes closed and let yourself go. Let yourself go. Sourcing the I am presence, being pour the light of God into the body, pouring it into the soul, evolving, remembering the infinite worth that you are. Remembering the infinite worth that you are, that you always have been and always will be. Nothing can ever change that. Know that. Know that in the intelligence of every breath. Know that. Self-mastery, balance, and fulfill through the soul, evolving more and more with every breath that you take. Keep breathing nice and easy. No particular count, just sourcing, using the breath, the divine breath from the heart of God, bringing in the God particle, remembering the infinite worth that you truly are. Keep breathing, tapping into the sacred geometry of gratitude. Let your heart fill with the next inhale Let it fill with gratitude. Let your whole body fill with gratitude. This is an energy of peace, of acceptance, and of divine neutrality. I am grateful. I am grateful. You are divine forgiveness in its maximum ability and potential to be sacred as you have meant to be, to stand in front of God. So remember, remember the infinite worth that you are, that you have always been and always will be. You are infinite worth. You are divine neutrality. You are the bliss. You are all these things when you allow yourself through your breath, breathing in, taking time every day to stop and just focus on the breath. 3 times a day, please set a timer on those phones and breathe, focusing on the breath of God, moving in, moving out, moving in, moving out. The sacredness of just that alone. We had no idea what our breath was really meant to do for us, but now we know. It is the infinite worth. It is the receiver of the divine. It is the channel that brings it in. Keep breathing and just relax. Thank you for being here, beloveds. Thank you for breathing with me and remembering you are infinite worth. You are sacred beyond anything you have ever imagined. Remember this through the breath. Stop 3 times a day and bring your focus to your breath. Breathing, letting go of all the mind chatter. Just see it kind of float away. Breathing in the infinite worth that you truly are. Moving into sourcing the I Am Presence, the mighty I Am Presence. Yes, remembering the truth. It is the truth of who you are. We no longer can afford to forget. We are needed not only for ourselves, but for all those that stand in our presence. And we are emanating the divine truth of who we are. Just possibly they can see it for themselves. It is the greatest of service. You are infinite worth. Nothing you have ever done, ever will do, can ever take that away from you. It is a choice of remembering today, now, in this moment. capturing that essence in the heart of you, sitting in the seat of the soul, the infinite worth that you are. Yes, just keep breathing a little longer. Just making sure you really, really feel this. Remember, every time we take a breath, we're breathing in from the heart of God. And now we know this. There is no puzzle there. There is no, what's that all about? We know it. So every day when you stop, if you set a timer on your phone and you breathe, just 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, stop and concentrate completely on just the breath moving through the body. The body is upgrading. The body is coming online. The body is going through immense changes. This is such a sacred support system for each and every one of you. Share this. Breathing in. I am infinite worth, and so are you. I am. Remembering. I am infinite worth. You no longer have any opposition to the truth of this statement. All opposition has been removed, completely annihilated out of the body. So remember, the human consciousness is the only thing that gets in the way of us not knowing our choice of being in truth. But now you know, remembering, no opposition at all anymore. Through the breath, it has taken it out of you. You're free to stand in the pillar of divine grace and divine neutrality in the state of bliss, breathing in the light of God that never fails through every breath that you take. And this is what Global Unified Breathing is all about. Up-leveling over and over through the breath of God, knowing that this is God's breath that I'm breathing. I'm sourcing. I'm enveloping within. I am infinite worth, and so are you. Blessings, blessings, beloveds, blessing. Thank you so much for all participating and breathing with me today. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. This week, remember, set your timers to stop and just focus on the breath. That's all I'm asking. That's all God's asking. Focus on this breath and watch what happens. All opposition to your own true infinite worth has been taken out of you. Be conscious of that. Namaste, beloveds. See you next week.